All right. Zulia the Mercenary King here with Fighters Collection 2017. Something that will resonate in prices forever. Let's open it up. Take a look at it. And, yeah. Now this will be the first of 3 videos. The first one's gonna be, you know, an unboxing. The classic. Ben Wheeler Bill of Fare. Come on. But the second one's gonna be going over every card. And the third one's going to be rankings. Based on how I view each card. I hate it when they don't tear right. Yeah, I'm like deaf in one ear. Earwax problems. Yeah. Alright, so let's take a look-see. Fighters Collection. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Is this like 3 layers? No, it's just tilted up for some strange reason. Oh well. I always feel like there should be more in Fighters Collection than there is. Looks like we got Royal, Shadows, Gears, and Neo Nectar. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on. Let's just toss this down here. Open this up. Man. Take a look at this thing. 10 packs per box, 3 cards in a pack. Each pack will have 30. Should have like what, 2, 3 GRs a piece. Each one, by the way, is 2 heal triggers and a G Guardian, unless it's a GR. So looks like we got Genesis, OTT, and Royals. I'm gonna divide them up by nation rather than by clan. Cray Elemental, Royal, Pale Moon, Link Joker. I don't know. Let me put it over here. Murakomo, Narukami. Ooh, and this is the GR, Conquering Supreme Dragon Closer Dragon, which is probably one of the better ones out there. And it's actually desperately what Narukami needs, but the problem is it's GB8, so it's going to take a while to get there. Dark Irregulars. Aqua Force. Hey, it's fine. Lozenge Magus. Pale Moon. Narukami. Yeah, I was just making sure. Yeah, it's recording. You can never be too sure for some of these things. Kagero, that's one of the good ones. Gear Chronicle and Cray Elemental. The Cray Elementals are interesting. They have a place, but they have similar place to like Blizza. I don't run. Ba-da-ba. Ooh. Looks like this 3 was GRs for the Dragon Empire. Dachikaze, Spike Brothers. He's adorable. Yeah, I'm so mean. Oh, looks like I got 4. Kagero, Angel Feather, And then we have Genesis, Gold Paladins, Grand Blue. Doo-doo-doo. Not much to really say right now, for me anyway. Things are going all right. Opening up box number 2. I'm liking that the heel trigger is a Liberator. I think that'll do a lot for the build. Even though it doesn't sound like too much, just adding one more Liberator that actually does something. Neo Nectar. Alright, yeah, you guys can see everything. Kagero again. Just because, you know, being able to fulfill various conditions for counterblasts and stuff like that, especially Liberators, which are pretty specific counterblast heavy. You know, it does do a lot. It does do a lot, even though it doesn't seem like it. Especially if they don't have to worry about, you know, hitting, oh no, I've got a thing full of not Liberator triggers or whatever. Which can, I think Alfred Liberator and a few others, like sure, like nobody plays them anymore, but back in the day, it was pretty important. By the way, the dolphin transforms into this. It's pretty sweet. And it is not Aquaforce, I guess. Ugh. It's fine, Magus. Cray Elementals. Ah, Angel Feather. I think I got 4 apiece. Ah, Mega Con. She's adorable. Gold Paladin. Nova Grappler. Ah, Hellhard 8. He has an interesting build I'll talk about later. Another one of the Nubatama. Gold Paladin. I like the fact that it's a ghosty. I'm actually very much considering to making a full ghosty build. Just for the shits and giggles of it. Not that it changes too much. Oh, great nature. But I just like the idea of it. I think I'll get one more GR? No? Ah, it's just the new Uluru. Nubatama. I love the Nubatama art, by the way. Haven't seen the other one yet. Number 3. It helps that I'm happier right now than I have been for a bit. One of my favorite authors, John C. Wright, he recently released a 3-book compendium collection of his Green Knight Squires books, which are absolutely fantastic. I recommend them to everyone, but especially to guys. Nova Grapplers. I kind of recommend them to everyone, just because they're great. They're great in the sense of like the old stories. And Amaterasu. She's actually what Amaterasu needed for their GR, I think. Pretty decent. And like there's a sort of loss of glory in this age. Daiking. That's the good shit right there. I'm actually thinking of holding off on him to see if the prices go up. Because I think he is a card that is severely undercosted at $12. I'll talk about that later. Just because, oh my, Gold Paladins. Just because it like, a lot of people are like, oh, you're just doing this because insert Freudian thing here they read on the back of a cereal box while they went to college. Murakumo. Wow. That's crazy. I think I just ruined this entire box. I haven't gotten any the green stuff yet though. And it's like, oh, that's adorable. You can Shadow Paladin. Like, it's like, you know, you tear something down, you say, oh, well, this is the part of it. Right? Like, just being able to name the tropes of something, and it's like, you fear death, so you're religious, or something else BS, you know, that they think is some sort of trump card against what you're arguing for. It's like, yeah, I do fear death. That's why I'm religious. Yeah. Oh, you got me. And the thing is that a lot of people like to point stuff out. It's like, I've broken down your philosophies, broken down your arguments. I know how you fight. You know, that sort of thing. I know the cards you like to play. I know you don't play Seabreeze. And it's like, yeah, but did you also figure out I play decks that they just don't give a shit whether you ride to grade 2 or not? Like, if I ride Die Kaiser, any break ride deck I build pretty much will ignore the fact that somebody goes to grade 3 or not. Like, my deck just doesn't care. You know what I mean? Like, having knowledge of something is not the same thing at all as having power over it. To be able to say, this is the source of this, is meaningless. Like, let's say that you're dating a girl, and you discover that her single mother was a whore. Not even a madam or anything like that. She was a whore in a whorehouse. Does that change who she is? You know, no, it doesn't. All you're doing is leveling an attack against her. Or whatever. Taking an interest in that sort of thing. Or if it's a guy and it's like, you only bodybuild because you fat shame. And he's like, yeah. Because you fat shame just because you're afraid of getting fat. And he goes, yeah. And then he beats you up for his lunch money for, not really because he wants your lunch money, but because it feels like the right thing to do. And it's like, okay, you know, you pointed it out, you know, why he does the things he does. You know, he's afraid of getting fat. What does that change? It's just something that astounds me, because, like, sometimes I see internet arguments, people just point that out. Like, recently I got into a bunch of fights about infant baptism, which is a big thing in Christian circles, whether or not to do it. Now, the Baptist argument is because babies cannot choose to believe in the Most High God much, because they're, you know, babies. You shouldn't baptize them. You should train them up and as children, and then teach them what is right and what is wrong. But Catholics especially will go, well, you know, you don't want them to die and go to hell. Well, friends, sadly, you know, all those who died are doomed to hell. So it doesn't change anything. Them being unable to call upon the name of Christ will not be changed by them baptized. And every time they post a verse for it, supporting it, it's like, wait, this is just a metaphor for, you know, being washed in the Spirit and stuff like that. It's not literal about being baptized as an infant. It's talking about faith. And it's kind of like, blah, 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 we're not listening. It's like, you know, this is making it hard. Whoa there, don't go all Pastor Jim on us. You know, oh, those Baptists. Haha, so caught up in their cult of personality around their pastors. And it's like, I mean, but why though? Why argue like that? That's not going to change minds. It's just going to be like, oh, well, I guess I'm going to move along. Tits on that one. Extra thick. But it's like, dang, come on. Where's Mega Colony? You know, don't you have like a proper argument? Don't you have something you can bring against me? Actually bring against me? Nah, man, we're just gonna assault your character. Oh, great, thanks. That's all I needed. Character assassination. Link Joker. This is one of the more expensive ones, and I can see why, but I do not think it'll be as big as everyone says. I mean, yeah, but no. Yeah, but no, that's what I think. Tachikaze. It's okay. You know, and it's what do you do when someone argues with you poorly? What do you do when they say, you know, well, you know, this. You know, and that's why you do this. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. I didn't know the motivation for my own actions. I was completely a robotic automaton, following orders inputted by someone else. I think this is why Socrates took poison. It's like, I see this coming. Time to die. Nah, he took poison because he couldn't stop trolling the fucking Athenian council. Like, he was a dick. Ooh, Mega Colony. Like, it's one of those things that's like, huh, you're kind of a dick. Because, like, they're like, okay, well, we're tied, so I guess we'll let you go. And he's like, no, fuck that. Fuck you, and fuck the Athenian council, and fuck Athens. Oh, well, you know. Oh, thank you for your morsel of bread putting me on the dole. Thank you for your support. Thank you that you didn't kill me. And it's just a whole, like, hundred, like, not really. It's a whole bunch of paragraphs of that argumentation. And it's like, okay, all right. And at the end of it, they're like, we gotta kill this guy. Fuck him. Nova Grappler. It doesn't look like a Nova Grappler card. I'll talk about it later. See about argumentation? Like, you can just call someone a cuck, and I do that sometimes. But you're only really supposed to do it if they're being a cuck. Like, if there's no actual argument behind their words except feelings. Then you call them a cuck and you get done with it. Because it's like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And you feel good about yourself. Because you won the argument. Oh, another Bermuda. Kagero. Link Joker. Oh, that's the first time I saw that. Extra thick. Ooh, another of the Narukami. No, come on. I'm also behind on Markiplier's Prey series. Need to finish that up. I need to play Prey. Yeah. Supposed to be pretty good. Box 6. Come on. There we go. Like going around with like aliens and shit. It's crazy. I saw someone speedrun it. Like, I don't think speedrunning should be legitimate if you make use of glitches. Okay. Like, I don't know whether that's a popular opinion or not, or if it's an unpopular opinion. I haven't really looked into the debate about this. I'm just sort of giving my 5 cents about it. And it's like I've seen speedrunning, and it's like, okay, so they jumped through a wall a couple times, and somehow that glitched them through. And it's like, oh. Like, is that what you got? You know, it's like, is that all you're really doing? And it's like, yeah, but it must be pretty impressive to glitch like that. Gold Paladins again? And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really impress me. Like, it's like when people like, yeah, I tricked the Dark Souls boss by going outside his attack patterns and sniping at him. And it's like, oh, okay. You know, you did it. You know, I can't argue that you didn't do it or something. But I'm not really impressed. It's like, yeah, but it's so stupid. You'll die so easily if you do it. Yeah, but if you did it, it'd be pretty impressive. But maybe it's an anti-frustration failure feature, because it used to be that if you somehow got out of a boss ring in like the old games, the boss would just come after you. Like, the boss didn't give a shit. Once that thing was aggroed, it came for you until it couldn't follow you anymore. And then you could snipe it down. Like the old Descent games, that sort of thing. Like, there was one that had a cloak and a teleporter. It was stupid. Like the last one of the second series game, I think. It cloaked itself, Tachikaze, and it had a teleporter. It was dumb. And its missiles created earthquakes all over the arena, so that you were basically shaking all the time. And if any of them hit you, it took out like 50% of your, like about half your shielding. And if you ran out of shielding, by the way, you died. So You know, and there was like 3 different spawners that would spawn in like little minion guys constantly that would shoot at you, as well as there was like naturally a bunch of big guys in the stage running around that shot missiles rather than just lasers. Really really tough boss and shit. What are we on? 7. I have not seen the Royal Paladin yet, or the Gear Chronicle. But yeah. I like the 3rd one the best, though. It had a Gauss rifle, which was like a sniper rifle that shot like small asteroids or some bullshit. Oh, Royal Paladin. But, yeah, it was pretty impressive. Ah, Shadow Paladins. It's okay. Pretty good, but it's okay. And so, like, you could snipe things across, which was nice, but kind of got unfair because they could only make the awareness of the characters so wide. So if you could, like, see them across the field, they were outside their range of sight, but they were dumb robots. Uluru. I really hope I get a bunch more GRs. Wow. Hup. Especially Ulurus. Hellhard 8. Now, Hellhard 8, like, I'm actually considering keeping a lot of this stuff off the market for a while, just to see how the market goes. Because this stuff does open up a whole bunch more, like, winning images and stuff like that for various decks. Like, Hellhard 8 has a deck people have been talking about that just relies on a whole bunch of draw. And then you go for Hellhard 8, which is basically choosing it from your hand, put it into the soul. In the battle that your unit attacked or boosted, pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for a card, call it to open R, and shuffle deck. Ugh. Attacks. Ugh. Basically, it chews itself every time that you attack. It's a really good gross card. Besides the plus 10k it just gives out a whole lot of bonuses. Just everywhere bonuses. Ah, great nature. But no Mega Colony. Come on, Mega Colony. I know I'm probably the only man in the world, along with a bunch of people at the Mega Colony mob, but who want it to go, but just not seeing it. Come on, Tyrantus. I need me a Tyrantus. I want to be good. Come on. Why doesn't this thing ever break for me? I mean, it does. Why are some of them tough? Am I doing it wrong? What am I doing differently for some of them? Still haven't seen a Royal GR, Gear Chronicle GR, any of that good bullshit. I've gotten plenty of some of the more valuable ones, but I want some of the less valuable ones. Because if I don't get a Tyrantus, I'm not going to be a happy man. Nope. Yeah, but we're getting plenty of these Cray Elemental ones. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I like it. I like having a lot of access to cheap and powerful strides, but Yeah. Oh, another Marcomo. She looks like a Nigrinora looks like a Pale Moon character to me. Every time I see her, I think she's some sort of performer. Ah, Genesis. The Genesis one is interesting. And it does do work, and I actually think it's pretty good. But the problem is that a lot of people don't recognize it, even though it's a Royal Paladins, even though it's a fairly spammable ability. I'll go over it, but basically it's Soul Blast for power. I think the problem is that they limited one of the abilities so that you only get 1 plus 10k crit, but really you should just gone whole hog on that. Just let them do it for every 6 soul instead. Well, not 6 soul. Oh, Daikaiser. Daiking. Not every 6 soul, rather. That's too little. I am starting on second row. Oh, this is 9. There we go. Maybe it's the aim. Also, one of my ears full of wax. Just letting you guys know. I know you care. Mega Trick. Oh, I haven't gotten any of the Spike Brothers except for Spike Brothers. I'm sorry. Dark Nation. Whatever it's called. I like the look of the Nova Grapplers. But like to the fella who said that I don't know how to play Victor. I'm like, okay. But I don't know how to build Victor. It's like, okay. You know what, you do fine. You need to post those Victor videos to me that you said that were all over the place so that I can learn how to build Victor. I don't know how to learn, I don't know how to learn Victor, unless you show me those videos that you said were all over the place. You don't need to put any here. But, just saying. You said you promised me Victor videos and you haven't delivered. I think really the fact is I don't like Rush. I don't like Rush at all. And I don't mean the band. I mean the band's okay. I haven't really listened to enough of it to know the difference, yes or no. But Rush the keyword. Kagero again. Really needed to be a restander, but honestly it's not that bad. And I think a lot of people just don't get it, or they focus on it too much. Because here's the thing, with certain builds, certain abilities are more suggestions, rather than actual, actual commands to do this. Nova Grapplers again. Sadly, not very valuable as I understand it. Oh, Shallow Paladin. Now this one I want to get rid of early. Because it's like Rush is good. Rush is good, I'm not gonna lie. But the problem is that the decks aren't really focused on it too much. And too much of the early support is too good not to play. But it is still Rush. I'm sorry, but it's still Victor stuff. So my opinion is that you don't really make a Rush deck, you make a Victor deck that has Rush in it. Kind of like how you make Overlord. You make an Overlord deck, but it's not a deck with Overlord in it, that sort of thing. Because Overlord does not seem to work with Blaze as well as it should, from what I've seen. Nova Grapplers again. great. But Blaze works best on its own. I'm saying Rush is like that. But, I mean, it uses Victor. The new Victor's okay. I don't like the fact that it uses Soul. Man, I cannot get Pale Moon for shit. And I am 6 left, besides this one. That I'm doing right now. Oh! Rambloo. The Rambloo one's okay. Plus 10k to all the ones you summon. And you summon 5 or something like that. That's pretty good. I like these heal triggers art, and I think I'd run the heal triggers just because of the art. But I want to make my money back first. Hup, hup. Blah, blah. Yeah. There we go. Hello, Murakumo, my old friend. Like, it's like they give dragons like backstories and shit, but the problem is that they're kind of dicks. Like, Mega Colony is dicks too, but they don't like give them tragic backstories and shit. They're just dicks. Like, there's like a whole invasion going on of Neonectar's territory that's been going on for like several years of our time, like in the lore. And that's why Asha keeps having to level up and shit. And it's like, as well as Dark Regulars and stuff. And it's like, look, you know, we're never actually like defeated. You know, like Mega Colony's never really been defeated by the various characters within it. Like, Fenrir got into a fight with like Altmile and Night Rose and shit. And they did it.